Tyran. What up, baby? What up, baby? What up, baby?
Cheers. Toast the crime.
Hey, what's cracking, everybody? How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's doing good, because I know I'm doing damn good. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Beer Talk with a Veteran that can only be heard on the Veteran Social Circle Radio. Say, man, where do we even kick off at? It just seems like it's been such a long damn time since I got on here. I want to start off with several things. Let's at least catch everybody up with what's going on with the Veteran Social Circle. We are fresh and kicking it on this particular day. And on July 30th and the 31st, here in Douglasville, Georgia, at the Dog River Library, I say again, in Douglasville, Georgia, off of Highway 5 at the Douglasville Library. Dog River Library. All right. At the Dog River Library, we're going to be having what I call Veterans Days. And the reason I call it that is because I'll be there on both days. I'll have that room reserved from about 10:30, 11 a.m. to about 4:30 p.m. both days. And what my goal is I'll be there and I'll be doing veteran packages to a point where I want to do classes, and I'll be doing classes teaching veterans about their disability ratings that they more than likely left on the table. Chances are when we all left the military, we all had a rating out there that we rated. But if nobody really schooled you on that rating, then there's a strong possibility that you don't remember that rating. Well, you don't know that rating, and probably you don't have a rating. All right. To my understanding, there's a lot of gentlemen and ladies, all veterans that have left the military, and they didn't have any ratings. The way I look at that is, if you join the military, especially when you was a kid, like 18, 19, even in your 20s, you join the military as a young person, then, normally your body's in prime tip-top shape. Majority of the time, your body's in prime tip-top shape. It hasn't been through a lot of the things that life's going to put it through. So it's still fresh. You probably still even heal like Wolverine. Like when I was younger in my teens and 20s, I can cut my hand, or I can hurt my arm, or I can twist my ankle. You give me about 2-3 days, maybe even a day, I'm perfectly fine. But these days, I heal more like Logan. So we don't heal as fast. So in order for me to leave the military and still be in tip-top shape, so in order for me to leave the military and not have a rating at all, that means that my body is still great. That means that my body is still in the position that it was before I joined the military. And we all know that that's a crock of crap, because when we get out of the military, our body is nowhere near what the hell it was when we joined. So therefore, that means we got wear and tear on our body. And for that wear and tear, we are supposed to be compensated for our time. But if you don't know that, and no one's taught you, mentored you in the fact of, hey, this is what you're leaving on the table. You see all these medical appointments you went to, all them nightmares you've been having, that back pain that you're having and that constant feeling of depression, all of that stuff that you're going through. Yeah, it's because of what Uncle Sam gave us. And what he gave us was that nice sandwich called PTSD. Say, man, I don't give a care what a person says. You can tell me that you're a veteran and you don't have PTSD, and that's perfectly fine. I'll look you in your eye and say, well, you're a damn fool. The reason you're a damn fool is because, well, we all get PTSD the second we get off of that bus heading to whatever boot camp we're going to. So whether it's the Marines, it's the Army, it's the Navy, it's even the damn Air Force. You know what I'm saying? Even the Air Force boot camp can give people trauma. And the reason it gives people trauma, because even though they're in the Air Force, and granted, we went to the Marines and the Army, nevertheless, that's still traumatizing to them. Even that boot camp is traumatizing to them. So mentally wise, we are normally on a different wave pattern than when we came in. So for that reason alone, we should be compensated. We grow up a lot, but the second you get off of that bus, you got to remember, you don't have time to process your trauma. From the second you get off that bus, it's a drill instructor there. And he's probably 6 foot something, tall, whatever. And he's screaming and hollering and yelling. So you don't have time to process that, holy crap, I'm scared. You just know I'm scared. He say, keep moving, you keep moving. All throughout training, you keep moving. All throughout you graduate, you go to your next training, you keep moving. When you get to your unit, what do? You keep moving. You don't stop moving until you get out. And even if you stayed in 30, 40 years, you will never stop moving until you get out. And then what happens when you get out? I can tell you exactly what happens when you get out. When you get out, that feeling of loneliness starts to kick in. probably for the first time in a minimum 4 years, well, you don't have a schedule to keep up with per se. You don't have a demanding schedule to keep up with. You may get out and go to college or have to go to work, but that's nowhere near like what you was doing for the last 4 to 20 years. So that feeling of loneliness is 100% going to kick in. The feeling of the depression, the anxieties, you're going to be starting to feel like an outcast, like all of that is going to kick in. There ain't no way around it. Like we all go through it. We all go through it. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm saying this to say when we leave the military, you don't get a boot camp to detox from everything that you learn. No, you don't get a boot camp. You just get out. So what I'm trying to do is on July 30th and 31st, just show people that, hey, when we got out, here's how we should have got out and those things that we should have claimed. So that's July 30th and 31st. I don't really want to beat that up too much because we got other things going on. We also have here at the Veteran Social Circle, as I say, starting this September in the fall at the 1010 Consignment Store right here in Douglasville, Georgia. If you have clothes or anything that you want to give to a consignment store, then make sure that, you know, when you go in, you drop it off, you mention the Veteran Social Circle. One of us will probably be there. One of us will probably be there collecting on these particular Saturdays for a few hours. But for the most part, if you go in, you drop your stuff off, you let them know that you heard about it on the Veteran Social Circle, and you want to come drop your stuff off. What else? I'm feeling like, at least here in the near, some of the most important things is, so you need to go to our website, no matter who you are. If you are in ear listening distance of my audio, then I need you to go to yourvet.org. I say again, yourvet.org. That's yourvet.org. Yourvet.org. So yourvet.org is our website. And what we have on our website is some of the latest information that we have going on here at the Veteran Social Circle, what we're doing out in the community, any and everything that's going on. If we have projects going on, we'll post it up on our calendar. Every Sunday, we have our support check-ins. Our support check-ins are for anyone. Any damn body can get on the support check-in, but I definitely make it especially for my veterans or anyone who was in a high demanding job that caused a lot of stress and PTSD. So a lot of first responders, police officers, firefighters, EMS, doctors, a lot of people that were first, responders and did a lot of trauma. So the groups are definitely made for them. Anyone can come, but we do that every Sunday. So one of the ways that you could do it, go to yourvet.org and you can look at our register button. You can hit the register tag and everything, and you can register, and it'll kick you out the next directions and steps you should do to get online and kick it with us on every Sunday. Our Sunday check-ins, man, they're very fun because we like to get on. We like to just laugh. It's a check-in. So, hey, man, how you doing? How's your week been? What you look to do next week? How's your mama doing? How's the kids doing? It's a check-in to give us somewhere to feel together. For me, when I got out of the military, I felt alone in a lot of the things that I did because I didn't have those same demented friends that I had when I was in. I didn't have nobody to laugh at death with me when it was around. So only I did it. And the people I was hanging around, they didn't find death funny. I did. I've been dealing with death since I was 18. Here I am, 38. Like, it's nothing new to me. But for these guys, it was totally different. So that's some of the stuff that I want to get into today. So before we kick off any of that, what I want to do is take a short break. We're going to pay some bills in here, as they say. And then we'll come back and we'll pick up everything else as to one of the reasons that I even wanted to do this interview today. And that's to go over what I want a lot of my friends and peers out there to do. If you follow me anywhere in my Beer Talk side, we got Discords and we got a lot of, on my social media. So I post a lot of things that's going on. But today I want to talk to some specific people because I know you're out there behind them truck, on the road in your truck, shifting gears. And sometimes you can't pick up on a lot of things I say. So this episode is dedicated to you. So to Stuart, to Monk, to Dre, to any Gary, any more of my truck driving friends that I know that's out there, this episode is 100% to you. So stay tuned and we'll be back.
Yeah. This for them nights when you had to choose hunger or heat. This for them prayers you ain't say out loud, but you still got up. Hey. Yeah. Lean pouring, pain flowing. I ain't rich yet, but I'm still growing. I done cried in the trap house, smiled in court. Told my dog if I make it, we gon' eat, of course. I ain't never fold, I just been stay low. Used to sleep on floors, now I manifest goals. They don't know what I've been through just to write this song, but I still walk tall like I'm never alone.
They say pressure make diamonds, but where I'm from it make killers. Turn dreamers into dealers, turn kids into lost figures. I done seen hope die in my cousins' eyes, seen moms get high just to not cry, and I still show love through the pain I hold. Even though my heart heavy, I don't let it fold. I got homies with no case, still scared to leave. Trauma got them shackled, but they walking free. I pour lean like libations, one for the block, for the ones who ain't here, for the ones in the box. Yeah, lean pouring, pain flowing. I ain't rich yet, but I'm still growing. I done cried in the trap house, smiled in court. Told my dog if I make it, we gon' eat, of course. I ain't never fold, I just been stay low. Used to sleep on floors, now I manifest goals. They don't know what I've been through just to write this song, but I still walk tall like I'm never alone. They think it's sweet cause I seen through the struggle, but my life been more war than a huddle. Had to build something out of nothing at all. Had to rise every time I took a fall. They ain't feed me, now they wanna eat at my table. Same ones laugh, now they call me his way later. So, but I ain't bitter, I'm just realer than most. I give them pain with a melody, I ghost my ghost. Every scar got a rhythm, every loss got a beat. So I turn my trauma into heat for the street. Pouring up for the days we ain't know what was next. Now we moving with a purpose, pain tatted on our chest.
Pour it up
for the ones we lost.
Keep it moving,
no matter the cost.
Ain't no choir, but we still sing ghetto hymns. Hood kings, black wings flying.
Pain pouring, pain flowing. I ain't rich yet, but I'm still growing. I done
I smoked my last cigarette over a cup of big regrets. I ain't got nothing left, I ain't got nothing left. Memories and photographs, memories and photographs. I can still hear your laugh, I can still hear you laugh. Pictures on my phone of the way we used to trip out. Had too much to drink, had to stay the night at your house. Call me on the phone, tell me you're not coming home. Said that I'd be there alone. I went back to sleep till morning.
I smoked my last cigarette over a cup of big regrets. I ain't got nothing left, I ain't got nothing left. Memories and photographs, memories and photographs. I can still hear your laugh, I can still hear you laugh. Take back what I said, wish I could come back to me. They can't add it up, take it back, did it to me. Broke down crying here without you, learn my lesson. Show more love, more. I smoke my last cigarette over a cup of big regrets. I ain't got nothing left, I ain't got nothing left. Memories and photographs, memories and photographs. I can still hear your laugh, I can still hear you laugh. Memories and photographs.
Tripping out and throwing back, ain't no use in going back.
Always makes me cry.
I smoked my last last cigarette over a cup of big regrets. I ain't got nothing left. I ain't got nothing left.
Memories and photographs. Memories and photographs. I can still hear your laugh. I can still hear you laugh.
All right. So welcome back to Beer Talk with a Veteran. I am Tyran Cosby. I want to thank you for tuning in. And you can only hear me where? Right here on the Veteran Social Circle Network. All right. So kicking off to one of the things that I want to talk about today was getting down and dirty and talking to some of my friends that are out there. So Stuart, Troy, Dre, Gary, any more of you guys that are out there, this episode is for you. All right, so I know you guys be in the truck and you're shifting gears. Sometimes life is hard because you got to take your miles really cost money. So your time is money. One thing I know about truck drivers is, well, in order to make good money, they got to be over the road and they got to be gone. And there's nothing wrong with that because as Marines, I guarantee you, if you left the Marine Corps, chances are, even if you was an admin, if you got a job eventually after the Marine Corps, it's probably somewhere in truck driving. If it wasn't truck driving, it was somewhere probably in real estate. If it wasn't in real estate, it was somewhere probably where it's another isolation type of deal where you don't really have to deal with a lot of people. So I know a lot of times truck drivers, you got to make your money by being on the road. That's the only way to do it. So for a lot of you guys, I wanted to kind of get you spun up in this world called trading. And the reason being is because, well, I know how much money you can make by trading. Right now, you guys don't know how much money you can make because it's still new to you, so you're learning it. So you're still learning it. But as you learn it, you could be making money. And that's the goal that I try to do when I start teaching people how to get through, whether it's through my stock boot camps or whether we're just sitting around talking. I try to make it so cookie cutter that even while you're learning, you're making money. All right. So with that being said, Stuart, I talked to you to kind of started this morning. We went back and forth, and I sent you messages, and I was telling you about particular options. And I know for you, you was holding the SoFi option, and that SoFi option was, I think, to September or so. And I was telling you that SoFi is probably more than likely going to bounce down to about, well, if we're lucky, we'll probably get about $18, $19 here, maybe in the next few days. If you don't get that, then it may hold that price. If SoFi holds over $19 prior to earning, then SoFi has a great chance to start running. And what I mean by running is the price is going up. When the price goes up, then the price will be going up to about, we're kind of expecting SoFi to maybe hit about $25. Hopefully more than that here in the next few days, with $40 in the goal by end of year, early next year. So that's SoFi. So how do you play SoFi? Well, anytime that you play anything around earnings can be great, and then the stocks still fall. That's just the way Wall Street works. That's just the game. So that's why I have you guys, and I tell you all the time, take your options far out. You take them out at least 6 months or so. Give the stock time to fall and recover. Get the stock time to make itself back up. So that's the position that SoFi is in right now. SoFi is, sit down, buddy. SoFi is pretty much in a position right now where they can continue to run. If SoFi continues to run, your money will continue to run. So Stuart, you're holding a September option. So your goal will be to see where SoFi hits. We won't know it until earnings. But if the stock does continue to run, then its goal should be about $25. And I'll be honest with you, the goal should probably be around $30, because once SoFi beats that all-time high of around $28, $30, we don't know where it can go. So if you get on the internet, you'll see a lot of people, and they're probably talking about SoFi is going to $40 or $75, in the next few years. I don't deny it because they're outstanding ass company. So the company, Stuart, that you have is SoFi. So again, the way that you play that is your option is till September. You want to see that sucker over $25. If it goes over $25, then whatever you put in there, it's going to make a lot of money. You're going to make on what you put in there. All right. So I don't want you going in there breaking the bank and trying to get rich and debt free on one option, because that's too risky and that's too dangerous. But what you need to do is do what I call average down. That average down means that, well, you already purchased one, Stuart. You already purchased the option once on NVIDIA. And your call is to about, I feel like it was to $200 by September. Now, again, they need earnings to be great because, even if earnings is great, that doesn't mean that the stock price is going to run. So the reason that you did September and you had that date that you did is because not only will SoFi have an earnings call coming up in the next few weeks, but SoFi will also um, be kind of announcing some big things. So I'll just say not only will they have earnings calls next week, you need to be looking out for some of the latest announcements. Let me back that up. The reason I say some of the latest announcements because, well, in order for companies to get a lot of the prices to jump and bump sometime the closer they get to earnings or past, they have to announce stuff that make investors say, "Oh, snap." Well, you being a smart trader, you've already invested. Well, not even invested, but you've already looked at SoFi. You've already checked the homework and you've watched them like a hawk. So you already know kind of sort of what they're going to announce. And you feel that it's great and it's delicious. And that's why you got your option out to then. If you think that what SoFi has coming up is garbage, then you go ahead and you get rid of that. You go ahead and sell it. You make your, whatever your profit is that you made, then you take that and you get out of it. But if you understand the stock market, then you'll understand that the price going down, that needs to happen in order for the price to go up. So if you buy out, as I told you, so now as the price pull back and you just buy one more, that's called averaging down. And when you average down and this stock price runs up, all of your money is multiplying like freaking bananas, So that's why I teach you what I teach you. I feel the stock market is something that everybody needs. It don't even matter what you're doing in life. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you tell me you don't want to learn it. I don't care. You need it. You need it. And the reason that you need it is because you need money. I guarantee you need money because if you didn't, you wouldn't get up every day to go to a job that you hate or be stuck in traffic, going to a job that you hate if you didn't need the money. So the only way to get a lot of money is, well, sometimes you got to open businesses. Maybe you got to go in debt to make money. You got to get into real estate, maybe build a portfolio there somewhere. Or, I don't know, even if you had vending machines, they would be residual incomes, but you would still have to get up, leave the house to go fill them unless you're paying someone. So for me, the stock market is like the easiest way to make money. It's the easiest avenue to make any type of money, no matter who you are, working at McDonald's or working in corporate. It don't even matter. If you ever want to stretch your money and like quadruple it, no matter how much it is, and you get yourself into the stock market, and you'll see how it works. And chances are you'll probably never, ever, 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 ever work again. Most importantly, I'm positive you won't be able to be controlled by a time clock. You won't be able to be controlled by your boss saying where you got to be and what time you got to be there and how long you got to be there. Now, you'll be like, nah, financially wise, I'm straight. I was just here to kind of kill time. But now you guys kind of got me a little twisted. So I'm going to go ahead and resign now. So being able to know how to trade, that's kind of the position that it gives you. So that's just that. So Stuart, that was SoFi. So that's just kind of the synopsis, as I said, on SoFi. There's at least one more that I want to talk about, which is NVIDIA. So I want to break down NVIDIA as well. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take us another break. And once I come back, we're going to break down NVIDIA and we're going to chop it up. All right. So once again, you're listening to Beer Talk with a Veteran. I am Tyran Cosby, and you can only hear us on the Veteran Social Circle Radio that you're listening to. All right. Take care. We'll see you in a second.
It's that pain you can't hide, you heard me? They think it's sweet on this side, but they ain't seen what I seen. Hey, run that. I came up where they teach you to fight before they feed you. Where your op could be your cousin in the block, still greet you. Had a scrap before a bike, had a charge before a chain. Lost my brother, kept moving, now I barely feel pain. Mama crying on the rent day, lights out on a Sunday. I was praying to the sky, but the sky ain't say nothing. I done slept next to roaches, woke up dodging the raid. Got a homie doing 40 cause his lawyer got paid. They say that I'm too real, so they try to quiet that. But I spit what I know, not what's popping on the app. They love to fake until you give them truth in a verse. Then they hate you for surviving like you ain't come from the dirt. My heart still beating, even through the pain. I still got love, even when it ain't the same. Still riding with my name, still fighting
tell me about no struggle if you never had to rob. I ain't proud of what I did, I'm just glad I still got a job. I done buried more than cousins, lost lovers to the streets. I don't cry in public, but at night I barely sleep. Ain't no therapy in jail, ain't no peace in them walls. Just a bunch of young kings that the system trying to stall. You can judge me if you want, but I came out that fire. I'm the truth in my section, not no Facebook liar. I speak for the ones that don't get no song, for the mamas with 4 kids and a daddy gone, for the homie with an ankle monitor and no gas, trying to feed his little girl with a G-Pass. My heart still beats, even through the pain. I still got love, even when it ain't the same. Still riding with my name, still fighting in the rain. They threw dirt on me, but I bloom from the pain. Yeah, my heart still beating, still breathing in this pressure. I don't break, I just scratch it. Every scar is just a blessing. Man, they ain't expect me to make it to 30, they wanted me dead.
Yeah. I don't even know that man no more. Yeah.
Let's go.
Back then, you ain't want me, now I'm high, you stressed. Blew up off the heartbreak, now I'm looking like a check. He called me toxic, I call it learn my lesson. You ain't my man, baby, you just a message. Back then, please, I was nice for nothing. Now it's blocked, delete and stun on something. Back then, you was too outside. Now I'm booked up, dressed up, peace sign, bye. You thought I cried, popped the lash and left. When ghost came back with a new flex. Same girl, new phone, new tone, and a pig that'll ruin your next situationship home. I ain't mad, I'm expensive. I ain't bit, I'm the business. Try to curb me, then I ain't in my likes with a whole block weird. I'm good, alright. And no, we can't be cool again. You picked her, remember? Back then, you ain't want me, now I'm high, you stressed. Blew up off the heartbreak, now I'm looking like a check. He called me toxic, I call it learn my lesson. You ain't my man, baby, you just a message. Back then, please, I was nice for nothing. Now it's blocked, delete and stun on something. Back then, you was too outside. Now I'm booked up, dressed up, peace sign, bye. I don't double back, I double tap on my own pics, cause I know I snap. Told my girls we don't beg no boys, we burning bridges and post with poise. You was ghosting, I was glowing, you was playing, I was growing. Now your new girl scrolls through my reels, trying to figure out if I'm really that chill. You tried to spin back, I let you miss. That's a self-inflicted consequence. And back then I wanted you, now I'm booked and bothered. Tapping in a piece like it's my favorite genre. Back then you ain't want me, now I'm high, you stressed. Blew up off the heartbreak, now I'm looking like a check. He called me toxic, I call it learn my lesson. You ain't my man, baby, you just a message. Back then, please, I was nice for nothing. Now it's blocked, delete and stun on something. Back then, you was too outside. Now I'm booked up, dressed up, peace sign, bye.
All right. We are back. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with us once again. So just to kind of reiterate, July 30th and 31st in Douglasville, Georgia at the Dog River Library, we will be helping and assisting with veteran packages that day. So if you are a veteran or you know of a veteran that is out there somewhere, let us know. If you got a veteran that, you know, mama say he ain't been right since he came home from the war, he needs to be where we are on July 30th and 31st. If you got an uncle and he's had this peg leg or gimp since he came home from the military, he probably and if none of them have disability ratings, you need to get them to the Douglasville, Georgia Dog River Library. All right, on July 30th and 31st. All right, so now that we're back, we're gonna kick into the next thing, which was me. I wanted to kind of break down NVIDIA because I know a lot of you guys are playing NVIDIA and you're very curious into knowing what's what. So what I'm going to try to do now is hopefully it doesn't go too far off my screen. And we're going to go to the chart here. And what I want to do is I want to look at this chart, and we're going to break down NVIDIA real quick. And again, today is July 23rd, and currently the time right now is 14:34 for you. So for you non-military folks, that's 2:34 right now. All right, so that is where NVIDIA is sitting. Let's go to the daily chart here, and as I look at the daily chart, we can see NVIDIA is pretty much trading on that 170 line, about 169. So they just kind of trading there. They'll probably tread there for a minute. All right, they'll probably tread there for a minute. Right now, NVIDIA needs to get back above 170. I'm going to say at least 171. If they don't make 171, then they'll probably be heading to about 166. All right, the 166 is a bounce area. It will be closing the gap that was, caused the other day on that gap up. So it'll be coming down to touch, to pretty much fill that. The 166 could be tricky because it can come down to 163 as well. Now that's fine, because if you're still holding a September or further out option, then it's fine. Now, if you have something to, let's say, around January and you was going to $25, then you could be pushing it, and you can be pushing it simply because I'm sorry, I'm speaking so far. If you were holding to January, and let's say we go to like 150, and you're holding to January, you could still hold, but see, that's a tall ask. You understand? Now, if they touch 150 before earnings, they could possibly come up. But if after earnings they drop to 150, then you would have to sell that position and eat whatever loss that you took. If you didn't take any gains on this run up that's been had, then chances are you're going to have a loss come in. And this is NVIDIA that we're speaking, ticker number NVDA. All right, this is NVIDIA that we're speaking of, and I'm looking at the daily chart as I speak. All right, so again, I'm looking at NVIDIA struggle to try to get back to the 170s. So that just tells me unless she has a strong pump today, she's going to need to at least get back to 171 and definitely 172 before she looks delicious. Other than that, she should be coming back to about the 166. 166. If she hits 166, there's a strong possibility she's coming to 163. So these are the areas that you want to watch. You just check them out. So as you guys are kind of in the truck, hopefully you can hear me. And whenever you get your break, your job is to look and see where NVIDIA is when you stop. Again, currently she's at 170. NVIDIA has earnings in the next few days. So I would imagine that this stock price is definitely going to go up. You understand? It's going to 100% go up. And when that stock price goes up, she's out of here. So your goal is to catch NVIDIA when she's down, which she is right now. For those of you that are holding it, then I'll let you know, like, you got to keep your eye on it, because even if, as I look on the daily and I'm looking at the RSI, it's sloped and it's looking kind of weak. It's looking kind of weak, you understand? So we don't know which way that this can go towards earning. So you play your position, and you always protect yourself by protecting your money and having a put. If you're not sure if it's going up, then you make sure that you get a put to back your money up. If you buy it off of far out and you know that it's going, or even if it goes down, if you bought it into next year, say, man, if this sucker falls, this is the best thing that ever happened to you. It's the best thing that ever happened to you, because now it's time to average down. Most people would say you get rid of an option when the price starts pulling back. And I do agree. But my first question is going to be, when is your expiration date? And if you say, well, my expiration date is a year or two out, then I'll be the first to tell you, like, well, I don't know if I would sell unless the company has done some real boneheadish that the stock price will fall. Then that's fine. So what I do is hopefully I've been already took my profit out. Whatever I put in, I should have been and took it out by now. So I'm playing with house money at this point. So I am willing to let it fall to a certain extent. And for me, I would probably be willing to let NVIDIA fall for at least the options I have to September and October. I would let it go to 163. But if we start moving, unless we go to 157 today, then nah, I'm out. I'm out. And I'm going to reposition for a longer date. So I'm probably rambling. There's a lot of people that's out here and you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking stocks, then I probably just gave you a bunch of jibber jabber for the last few minutes. But if you understand stocks and you know what I'm talking about, then hopefully you're keeping up. All right. So I'd like to utilize the Bollinger Band when I'm doing any of my trades. I just love it because it's so cookie cutter. It puts everything where it needs to be. If you don't know how to chart, anything on the stock market, then you just utilize the Bollinger Band and then understand that indicator, understand the bands, understand what they mean. And it's almost cookie cutter. I'm serious. It's almost cookie cutter to then make money in the stock market. If you're looking at the Bollinger Band and the price is touching the top of the Bollinger Band line, then we know that a pullback is due to come. Theoretically, a pullback is due to come. And when we get that pullback, sometime we'll fall to the middle line of the Bollinger Band. You know what I'm saying? If you fall through the middle line of the Bollinger Band, then you know that you're going to the bottom of the Bollinger Band in due time. So, again, it makes things so easy. Even if you don't know the stock market, you could just learn the Bollinger Band. So at Bear Talk with a Vet, that's what I do with my 3-day stock training boot camp. That's exactly why I make it that way. I make it so cookie cutter that you just got to make money. It's almost like you got to. If you don't, you truly did something to make yourself not make any money. All right, so that's the two that I wanted to kind of chop it up on. So you had SoFi and you had NVIDIA. So hopefully you guys can kind of pick that up, because my goal is to help you make a little bit more money than you're making. And then that way you can get home with your kids. That's my goal, is to get everybody home and spend a lot more time with your kids. This work thing is cool, but I think it's a little played out at this point. There's people on TV right now. I mean, not TV, but there's people on the internet right now eating crab legs out of a bucket, smacking and making noise, and they're making a lot of money. So it's getting me to a point to tell me that, well, we don't have to work as hard as we were taught we should, because there's people out here making 1,000 times more money doing more stupider things. So my job is to find myself a niche. What is my niche and how can I get good at it? And that's how you make your money. So for me, I made my money through the stock market, amongst other ways, but the stock market is just the one that gave me the most return on my gains in a short period of time. So I couldn't help that. So actually, I'm gonna go back here. So I couldn't help but to learn the stock market, because it made me want to do nothing but make more and more money. I absolutely hate working, but I love making money. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's that. So that's essentially SoFi, that's NVIDIA. I'm just trying to make sure I hit everything for you guys, because it was just a quick synopsis of it. All right, so let's go to my page again, and now I'm looking. So we want to look for a bounce area. Right now, we're fighting resistance at about 170. So I wouldn't be surprised if this Thursday, maybe even Friday, this stock could pull back to like 163. It's a strong possibility. You got your 3 candles down, trying to fight up, and right now it could be a rejection. So you got to see where the market closes at today with NVIDIA, and we should see. Other than that, if it doesn't close above 170, then I would think NVIDIA is going to give a nice little pull down to about 165, maybe by Friday. Now, I could be totally wrong. Keep in mind, my folks, I am not a financial advisor, and listening to me could get you to lose all your money. The last thing you're going to do is try to sue me because you're going to say Gunny said. I ain't said a damn thing. I'm just telling you what the chart said. All right? So if it was me, this is what I would do. Once again, that was pretty much it. So before I cut out of here with my final words, we're going to take one last break, and we're going to bring our ass back. So again, you're listening to Beer Talk with a Veteran right here on the Veteran Social Circle Radio. And I am Tyran Cosby, a.k.a. The Gunny. We'll be right back.
Jesus didn't say I had to like your face. Truth be told, you're pretty ugly to me. Your energy is awful, you ungrateful little thing. I'm glad I didn't let you get the best of me. Looking at your lips when you talk to me. You should probably lick your lips and brush the yellow off your teeth. Life is a monster and I be a beast. I can make you think you're everything you're never gonna be. High on your feelings, don't care how you're feeling. Hurt you when you're feeling low, already. 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 You're not the smartest, you're not the cutest. You're gonna try but you can't do this. I know your secrets, I have to keep them. I'm gonna let them go. High on your feelings, don't care how Hurt you when you're feeling low. You're not the smartest, you're not the cutest. You're gonna try but you can't do this. I know your secrets, I have to keep them. I'm gonna let them go. High on your feelings, don't care how you're feeling. Hurt you when you're feeling low, already. 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 Hurt you when you're feeling low.
They said I wasn't nothing. Mama gave up, pops locked up, friends switched up. But God, He never left.
Oh, God, He's rough.
AOA thumping like my heart used to.
My heart used to.
I was that kid with a hole in his socks. Laughed at in school, just pray for the clock. 8 cold cuts, lights off for days. Praying for help in a house full of pain. Told me I was worthless, said I wouldn't be much, even family gave up. Treated me like dust, no birthday candles, no hugs, no love. Only thing I had was a prayer and a grudge. Then God stepped in when I hit rock bottom. Told me you a king and I ain't forgot you. Now I ride with a cross on my back. Used to be judged, now I walk with the facts.
Nobody loved me.
Nobody
stayed.
I was crying alone.
In the low, in the cold and the rain.
But God did.
Hold me.
Oh, God did. He saw a light in me.
In the low, when no one else did. Nobody
Love me.
when no one else did. Nobody
Loved me.
but God did.
I ain't have a daddy, so the streets tried to raise me. Found fake love in the dark and nearly changed me. Used to wanna die, had the pills in my hand. Until I heard that voice say, boy, I got plans. He said, you ain't a mistake, you a miracle in motion. I counted every tear even when you felt broke. You was never alone, just didn't see me through the pain. But I walked every step through the fire and the rain. Now I give hope to the hopeless. I'm a testimony, not a trophy. From gutters to glory, I'm standing bold. Let the story be told, He saved my soul.
Nobody loved me.
They turned their back, God opened arms.
Nobody loved me.
They left me starved, God fed my heart.
Nobody loved me.
I was alone, slept on that floor. But I ain't lonely no more. Nobody loved me.
Alone in the cold and the red and rain wind.
But God did.
God did.
He saw a light in me.
Alone when nobody else did. Nobody loved me.
To every man who's ever felt like nothing.
Nobody said.
To the boy they forgot.
In the cold, in the cold ain't nothing.
To the man who cries in silence. You are seen.
God did.
You are loved.
We love in the northern nights did. Nobody loved me.
All right, guys, we are back. I want to thank you once again for rocking out with Beer Talk with a Veteran. And you are listening to me on the Veteran Social Circle Radio. I really appreciate it. Again, man, we do all of this that we're doing over here at the Veteran Social Circles because I don't know why or what's wrong with us, but we have this disease, right? And it's called the heart. That's right. It's called the heart. That thing that's in your chest, Man, that is our biggest Achilles heel out over on this side because we like to help people and we like to see them happy. We like to see anybody happy. Even before I joined the Marine Corps, that was one of the things that my family, but especially my granny, always preached was always make someone happy. Like your day should be about making somebody else smile. It's not always about you sometimes. So, normally in a world where we do have to put ourselves first in most situations, I just like seeing other people happy. And the people over here that are associated with the veteran social circle and Beer Talk with a Veteran, they seem to share the same passion as me. That's why it's so jacked up. We find ourselves out and about, giving out our own money, spending our own money to buy this, doing so much other stuff because, well, we just want to see people happy. And we know these people, they'll never be able to pay us back. But, man, it's just something about seeing that authentic smile and that authentic happiness on a person's face. One of the things with people with PTSD is we are, I think the proper word is em- empaths. Am I saying that right? Empaths. And what that means is like a person is always like, man, I feel your pain. I know exactly what you're going through. Oh Lord. Like sometimes it's that. And it's because of the trauma that we went through in our lives kind of put us in a position where, well, that trauma goes away, that sadness goes away when we see other people authentically happy. So for me, when I see other people happy, it makes me happy. So I could be sad as I don't know what, but if I know that I made someone happy, like I have friends that hit me up just out of the blue sometime, and I'm having a bad day, and I'll get a text from them. I check the text, and they're like, "Hey, man, I really appreciate everything you're doing. I'm able to feed my family because of you, and I'm able to do this." So it's like it breathes life back into me to want to go further. The thing I'll tell you about being retired, because a lot of people won't never make it to retirement. I've been here 13 years, and the first thing I'll tell you is, well, retirement sucks. Retirement sucks, man. Retirement sucks because chances are you're the only one that's retired sometime. A lot of your friends still have to work. So they're working a job. So you're probably finding yourself doing a lot of stuff by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that because if you love yourself, you probably love being with yourself, just like me. But it also sucks because it's so much stuff that I like to do with my friends, but none of them can do it because, well, they're not retired. Uh, there are places I want to go. Sometimes I want to go and I don't want to come right back. I want to stay there for a minute. I can do that, but my friends can't do that because they're not retired. So, me being retired has made me would say, hey, you know what? I want to help my friends be retired. That way they can get their butt home. And now I got somebody to do some hood rat stuff with. So that is the purpose of a lot of it, me teaching and giving out information. And I just like to help people be retired. So again, I'm rambling, but I love it. I love you guys. And I want to thank you for rocking out with us here at the Veteran Social Circle Network. And just understand, man, like you need to find a residual way to make income. All right. That's one of the biggest things that I preach is you have to find a residual income to come in because other than that, if you're not making money while you sleep, I don't know how you're going to get ahead. It's almost like when I hear people say, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul right now. Chances are you've robbed Peter more than once. You've probably robbed Peter a whole lot of times, so much that Peter got PTSD from you. And when he see you coming, he get the hell away. So no, we shouldn't have to keep robbing Peter to pay Paul. We should just learn how to make some money grow while we're asleep. And that way we can pay Peter, Paul, and Tyrone if need be. Get a life to a point where, well, if we're gonna have something F up in our life, at least it's not finances, because where we're making the money, we're probably just doing dumb stuff with the money. So that's where financial management classes come in. I love teaching people to make money so that they can go get classes to learn how to make more money. So anyway, that's what we do here. We at the Veteran Social Circle. So check us out. Again, we're at yourvet.org. Man, you can check us out on yourvet.org and almost never even leave the website. All right. We got streaming music, we got streaming TV, we got some games, we got definitely some high good information that's on there. We wanted to capture everyone and keep them in one spot. Hopefully, so far, we are doing that. And just imagine, we're just at the bottom of the barrel right now. We just started. We have nothing but room to grow up. So it only got to get better. So check us out once again at yourvet.org. Watch a little TV with us. Stay there. Kick it. Make us grow like you did YouTube and the rest of them mugs, all right? So with that being said, this is Gunny, and I am signing off. This is Beer Talk with a Veteran, and I am here on the Veteran Social Circle Radio. You guys take care, and I will see you on the next go-round. Peace. Gunny out.
Do is get along with you and boom, 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 boom. I can't wait to get along with you and boom, 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 boom. All I wanna do is get along with you and boom, 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 boom. I can't wait to get along with you and boom, 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 boom. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yes. Oh my God.
Pain flowing, I ain't rich yet, but I'm still growing. I done cried in the trap house, smiled in court. Told my dog if I make it, we gon' eat, of course. I ain't never fold, I just been stay low. Used to sleep on floors, now I manifest goals. They don't know what I've been through just to write this song, but I still walk tall like I'm never alone. They think it's sweet cause I seen through the struggle, but my life been more war than a huddle. Had to build something out of nothing at all. Had to rise every time I took a fall. They ain't feed me, now they wanna eat at my table. Same ones laugh, now they call me it's way later. So, but I ain't bitter, I'm just realer than most. I give them pain with a melody, I ghost my goals. Every scar got a rhythm, every loss got a beat. So I turn my trauma into heat for the street. Pulling up for the days we ain't know what was next. Now we moving with a purpose, pain tatted on our chest. Pour it up for the ones we lost. Keep it moving, no matter the cost. Ain't no choir, but we still sing ghetto hymns, hood kings, black wings, bright. Oh, I ain't pouring, pain flowing. I ain't rich yet, but I'm still growing. I done